Welcome to the 2025 Mountain States Free-Mo Run here in Evanston, Wyoming at the Union Pacific Machine Shop building. Here we begin at Pike Master's Ophir Loop in approximately 8 modules. Then we have a signal mow. And then we come down to Hearst Creek by Jared Ingram and his other module, Hearst Underpass. And then we come to another mini mow curve. And then we come to Deuce Tango, now owned by Rich Boyette. And then we come to Jerry Bill's Cat Factory and his highly detailed interior. Then we come to David Dane's Colton, Utah. And then we have Jeff Parker's Gulch. And then we come to Bob Shrimp's Bean and his Chafee module. Then we come to David Dane's Colton. And then we come to Stephen Henderson's Curve. And then Mike Mullane's Psycho, nice place to stay. And then we come to Kieran's Big Cut and Myra Creek with a signal mow. And then Mike Milan's Wade siding made up of 3 modules. And then his BS Creek. And then we come to James Harness's Chestnut. And then we have a Duck Under. This is Michael Mickens' Sierra module. And then back to David Dane's East Caballo. And then back to Phone Line Road by Michael Mickens. And then Harry Shod Calendar. And then we come to Mike Nelson's US 89. Then his Wash. And then his 5 module Sphinx. Double track. Allows for long trains to pass. And then Brushy Creek. And Mike Nelson's Grassy, made up of 3 modules. And then Desert Wash by Carson Hayslop. David Dane's Coors facility. And then Harry Shod's Omande. And then Mike Wilson's Round the Bend. And then his Greenland modules made up of a long double track. 5 sections of this module. Complete with signals. Then we come to Rich Boyette's Often Canyon. Then we come to Mike Milan's Rural Crossing. And then we come to Karen's Yoda. And Yoda is made up of 5 modules. And then we come to Dave Clark's Colton Yard, brought here by Rich Boyette. Gives us a lot of room. And they just started working on a Y so we could turn engines. And then Causeway Curve by Larry Sasloff. And then Bob Shrimp's Irwin and Jameson modules. And Jared Ingram's Jastro. This is a 3-piece set with a Y. And then we come to Angel's San Luis Obispo module set. Probably the most building populated module here, with the old station and the newer station. Then we have a Mini-Mo Curve, and Mike Nelson's Summit rounds it off. And here is the other leg of Jastro Y, and we'll start with Harry Schaad's Devon module with a Mini-Mo that's a double track, followed by Larry Sasloff's Caliente Creek, which leads right into his large and beautiful module, the Oakland Mole. Off of David Dane's Colton, Utah module, we have an industrial branch. And we start with Jerry Bill's Rapid Set. And then we come to Rich Boyette's Gumbo Junction with a Signal Mo. And then Stevens Industrial Park, made up of 6 modules, that is following the soon-to-be adopted Industry Mo standards, followed by another Signal Mo, and then Jerry Bill's Route 66 module, and then Rich Boyette's Hollywood module, as we finish up with Rich Boyette's Colton Loop. And this is the 2025 Mountain States Free-Mo setup run in Evanston, Wyoming. And here's an overall view of how big the facility is.